Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. Haven't gone live in a few days, so it's good to be back. Glad everyone's here with me today. We're gonna have a good one for you today. I'll let everyone roll in. I gotta do a couple things, but y'all roll in, and let me know where y'all from, and let me know who's here. How is everybody's Christmas? Everybody have a good Christmas? Everyone doing well? All right. Who's in the house? What's up, Asad? What's up, my man? Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Please smash the like button. Do all the things. Leave a comment. Do all the things that the algorithm loves. Then after you do that, head on over to patreon.com if you have not already. Join the Patreon. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Is $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known universe. Get the lock of the week, get the As the Bookie Anything, get the updated props, get request a video. The absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the boxing universe for just $5 a month. So join the Patreon now if you have not already. And then after you guys do that, there's one last thing you also do. I'm sure you've worked up an appetite. Making all that money I've set you up with. Head on over to carnivalbar.com. Carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. Carnivalbar.com. It's a meal in your pocket. The world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel, autonomy, and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. Carnivalbar.com. Promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. Join the Patreon. All right. There's not a lot to get into. Obviously, it's been a crazy quiet week. Exceptionally quiet. Not a lot of boxing ever this week. We have one more card coming up. And I think there's an easy parlay that we can make on this. I think Fernando Martinez and Susumi, it's a decent parlay. They don't have it up on DraftKings, and that's the problem because they have it on FanDuel, BetMGM, and Betway. So you can get it on FanDuel, and I'll calculate the odds using FanDuel as a two-leg parlay. I'll show you the odds right now. I'll share that with you guys right now. Let's go to my trusty parlay calculator. There's not a lot to get into. I do want to go live for you guys. I want to show face. I want to let you guys know I'm still here and you are loved. And I'm still bringing out content. I'm going to do the Jai Apataya video tonight as well. But on this, it's minus 300 and minus 2,500. Minus 259. That's all we got. If we parlay those two bets, that's all we got. Minus 259. It's not terrible. It's pretty decent odds. You make $38.66 on a $100 bet. It's pretty easy money. I'm confident. Fernando Martinez, Ioka is the trickier one, but I'm very confident in Martinez. Assuming he fights easy money. I would recommend this. I would make this bet. I'm going to put this over in the lock of the week. I'm going to send this to my Patreons. You guys will get that for free. I am placing this bet. I will let you know that I am placing this bet. I would never give you advice on anything I wouldn't bet on myself. I would never tell you guys to make a bet that I wouldn't myself place. So, guys, lock this up. This is easy money. I did both of these videos are dropped. Both of these videos are live. I'm going to be doing the Jai Apataya as well. Jai Apataya and David Naika video that will be dropped. I will hopefully get to that today, tonight, late tonight. I should have that live for you guys. You can. That's not till 10 days out. We still got a while for that, and there's nothing in the interim. So these next couple of weeks are going to be slow, but we do pick up after that. You can see that there are fights at 8th and 11th, and we'll be able to get you guys good parlays and get you guys paid out again. But right now, there's just no fights to bet on. I can do this little two-leg parlay for you, which I think should play nicely. I think that should definitely play nicely. I would wager a gamble on that for sure. I think that plays a nice little bet. A little two-leg parlay. Martinez and Sasumi. Sumi's fighting Alvarado, and I like that fight because I think Alvarado, who recently went the distance with William Zepeda, is now fighting Sasumi. And what that tells me is Sasumi blows everyone out. He's only got 5 fights or 6 fights, I think. He's a little green. But what this tells me is that what's left in Alvarado. Does Alvarado want to fight? If Alvarado wants to fight, he's not going to win, but he can make life difficult. Good body puncher, pretty good offensive fighter, relentless, really durable chin, and he can make life really, really difficult for Sasumi. He's not going to win the fight, but he can, he can make Sasumi, he can give him hell and ultimately come up with control. Sasumi's a special fighter. I think Sasumi is an A+, all-world, all-level prospect. I like this a lot. I would wager a bet. Again, I wouldn't touch this on the stoppage because the stoppage depends on Alvarado. Does Alvarado want to fight to win like he did with Zepeda? If he wants to fight to win, he's going to go the distance. He really could. If he's fighting for a paycheck, he'll probably get stopped. So the stoppage ultimately depends on Sasumi. Now, on Alvarado, what does Alvarado want to do? He's not going to win the fight. Susumi's too good, far too good of a prospect to think that 35-year-old shot Alvarado, who's lost like 5 fights in a row, or 5 fights out of 6. He's got a couple of wins in there. But every fight of note he's had of recent, he's lost. And I'll pull up his box record in just a second, and we'll go over that. But he's not going to win this fight. Susumi's look, he's not better than Zepeda at this stage, but here's my point. Here's what he's got. Ricardo Blandon, he's got to win there. 17-5 guy. He lost to Vildan Manasov. He lost to Mark Uranev. He lost to William Zepeda. He's got 1 win. He lost to Lamont Roach, Roger Gutierrez, and his last win of note was back before the pandemic in November of 2019. He beat Andrew Conceição. Remember him? As his last one of note, it was 5 years ago. More than 5 years ago. So keep that in mind. Keep that in your top of your head. His last, and since then he's lost to Gutierrez twice. And Alvarado was a guy that we thought highly of. Roach, Zepeda, Uranov, Misa. He's lost 6 fights out of 7. He's got decent wins though. Like, you go back, a win over Shafikov in 2017, the win over Gutierrez in 2017. The loss to Gamboa, obviously, and what was still, he dropped Gamboa in that 10th round in a decent fight. He's got a win over Jason Velez. You go back over the years, he's got a win over Conceição back in 2015. You go back over the years, he's got decent wins. Like, he's done impressive things. But he's obviously 35 now. His best days are behind him. He's been knocked out once in 48 fights, just the one time. And that was a while ago. When was this knockout? Loss. 2015 to Andrew Conceição. 2015. It was his one stoppage loss. So this is a high level fighter who is now a stepping stone. He's a gatekeeper. He's a good fighter. I like him. He's just not going to win. And whether or not he goes the distance is, I just think, indicative upon whether or not he wants to fight. If he's coming to fight, he's coming to win. He can make life difficult and go the distance. Now, he's not going to beat Sasumi. Sumi's far too talented offensively. Absolute wrecking ball offensively. But he can make it interesting. And the other fight, Fernando Martinez won. I thought won clearly in the first fight. I don't want to say dominated Ioka. That's far too strong of a word, but I thought it clearly beat him. Fernando Martinez. Now, there's other fights on this card, but none of them have any book on them. I have no book. I just showed you pro boxing odds. There's absolutely no book on any of these fights besides these two. So these are all I can do for you. I can't make up odds for you guys. I can't make up odds, and I can't make up books for you. Oh yeah, okay. I thought the cards were close to that for some reason. 116, 112 is too close. We dominated Ioka in the first fight, and Ioka's now older and more gunshots. So I expect Fernando Martinez to win again. Fernando Martinez is a very talented offensive fighter. Really kind of got on our radar with the win over Jerwin and Tejas back in 2022. Beat up and Tejas pretty good. Then beat Jade Bernay, stopped him, beat Kazayoka. So he's had a nice little run of things, and this should be a decent fight for him. But there's just not a whole lot of boxing to get into. There's obviously not a ton of you in the chat. Let me address this here. Yeah. So Martinez and Susumi. Yeah. Hisoto Susumi. It's a minus 259 total parlay odds. So it's not awful. It's not atrocious. It's not the worst odds in the world. I would probably make that bet, is what I'm telling you. I would wager that bet. I'm gonna send it out to my Patreons. I'm giving you guys the heads up because it's the Christmas season. I want everyone to make money. I hope everyone just kind of went back and looked at their P&L statements on their gambling and see how much money I made you guys. And look, don't be afraid to tip your bookie. I love you, Muscles. Thanks for checking in on your vacation. I'm going to send over that two-leg parlay. It's all we got. I think it's a safe bet. It's minus 259, two-leg parlay. Fernando Martinez and Susumi, minus 259. It's not bad. It's the only two fights that we have. You still can't bet that because they don't have it on DraftKings. DraftKings is really pissing me off. Sorry, never mind. I'm going to send it out. DraftKings is whack as hell. Where are you, Muscles? You want to make it to? And how long are you there? You want to make a little two-leg parlay? Oh, they have it up now. Okay. Their odds are worse. There we go. DraftKings just put it up. Very nice. Minus 278 according to DraftKings. It's minus 2. Oh, the Virgin Islands. Salute. I've been to the Virgin Islands. Very nice. I'll be back tomorrow. All right. Then place this bet tomorrow if you want. Susumi and look, they have it now. They just added this because I just checked an hour ago and they didn't have it. They just put this up. So there's a nice little two-leg parlay for you. Susumi, Fernando Martinez, they got Susumi all at minus 3,500, whereas the other book, FanDuel, had him at minus 2,500. So this is substantially worse on DraftKings, but it is what it is. Minus 3,500, minus 310. DraftKings.com, minus 279, two-leg parlay. I would make this. I think this is a well worth it bet. BC's in the house. That is New Year's Eve, December 31st. There's always fights in Japan on New Year's Eve. A decent card. A lot of times it was a New Way in the past. It's been Ioka a lot. But Japan always has a big card for their standards on New Year's Eve. And this year it's this. It's like we have college bowl games. They have boxing. Oh, am I tired? Freaking super tired. Super tired. Virgil Ortiz or Madrimov? Great question, Assad. Tentatively, I would lean towards Virgil Ortiz, but this is a great fight. We still got a while for that fight, so I will get to the video. But if you're asking me now, just top my head before I get to the video, I gotta take my boy Verge. I gotta do it. Gotta take Verge. Who do you guys like in that fight? Who do you got? Verge or Madrimov? It's a great fight. I mean, it's all actions, violence. The fans. I like the fans in that fight. But if I'm betting, Greg Falco says he's taking Madrimov. I don't mind that. BC is in with Verge. Let me. Do we have a book on that? Okay, so Verge is according to well, let's look at the various books here. He's got a bad chin. I don't know that that's fair. He's never been stopped. I don't know that he's got a bad chin. He's got defensive issues. I agree. He's an offensive fighter. He opens up a lot. He works his angles, but he does stand in front of you a little bit. Like, I don't completely disagree with that, but I wouldn't agree with he's got a bad chin. He's been in with some hitters. He's been with Hooker. He's been in with some hitters, and he's stood up to him. I wish his resume was a little better. But I wouldn't say he's got a bad chin. He did get dropped, but he was never hurt. Like, he was never in trouble in those fights. He was never in trouble at either moment against a real hitter, against Boachuk. And like, to put that in perspective, Boachuk has 24 stoppages in his 25 wins, and he hit him plenty. He hit Verge plenty. He hit Verge with the kitchen sink, and never had him in serious trouble. This guy has got 24 knockouts in 25 fights. The only guy he didn't knock out was Brian Mendoza. The only win it was Brian Mendoza. So, and he never had Verge any real trouble. He dropped him twice. One was questionable. The other was a legit knockdown. But Verge was never in trouble in that fight. So I don't know that that's fair. Got to head out, my bro. I'll text you. Sounds good, Muscle. I'm going to send over in the Patreon. I'm going to send over the lock of the week, but I already told you what it is. Brandon Martinez and Susumi money line minus, I guess, 279 according to DraftKings, minus 258 if you're on FanDuel. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm going to need some coffee to get through this. Discord? I don't know. Did I say Discord? I meant Patreon. I do have to get that Discord set up. That's what I want to do for my Patreon. To get a Discord set up so it's easier to go back and forth. It's easier to chat. It's just a more usable feature than Patreon, for sure. You can tag me. It's easier. It's just easier to use. All right. I'm only 18 minutes in, and I'm already running out of stuff to talk about. Yeah, a lot of YouTube channels have them nowadays. Yeah, I want to use it. I want to get it set up for you guys for sure. I want to get a Discord so we can just communicate. We banter back and forth. If you guys have any questions, let me know, because I want to hang out another 10, 15 minutes or so, but I'm just running out of things to say because there's not a whole lot of boxing. It's Susumi, then Martinez on the 31st, and then DraftKings doesn't have anything on their book until the 24th, which is Inoue and Sam Goodman, which also is not a whole lot to talk about. We already know how that fight ends. Oh, and I already did a video for that fight. So I've done a video for everything that I can. I'm going to do an Apataya on January 8th. Yo, Rocket's in the house. My dude. Thank you for the super chat, my man. Rocket says, yo, we're here. What's up, Gary? Yo, Muscle, we got to lock in the next couple of weeks for MMA. Quiet couple of weeks in boxing, Rocket. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Appreciate you. But yeah, I'm gonna give you guys on the Patreon the lock. It's easy. It's money line bets. It's all I got. I got no other bets. So it's Susumi and Martinez money line to be about minus 279. Fortunately, there's nothing else to bet. I don't know if you guys want to parlay with some college football, some basketball, some NBA. I lay off that stuff. I only bet on boxing because it's the only thing I know how to make money on. And I'm really, really good at making money at boxing. So why lose money elsewhere? Know what you're good at and stick with what you're good at. Know your lane in life, I guess. Know your lane in life. And my lane is betting on boxing. But, I mean, we just don't have a whole lot of fights to bet on. And the fights that we do have, the odds aren't great. I can get you a little parlay, a little minus 250, not a little minus 270 or 280, whatever I said it was over on DraftKings. It's a little bit better for you guys on FanDuel. So probably going over to FanDuel and bet it there if you can. If not, if you have to use Hard Rock, you have to use whatever you have. Just do that. But appreciate the super chat, Rocket. Again, Jai Apataya minus 850. That's not terrible odds. Like I said, I'm going to have this video out for you guys today. I'm a big Jai Apataya fan. I think Jai Apataya has pound for pound talent and pound for pound potential. I think people are a little down on it for the Bradis fight, but like Bradis is a great fighter. I said there was a time when I thought Bradis was the most underrated fighter in boxing. Cruiserweights don't get a lot of love, and they just didn't have a lot of eyes on him. And I thought he went under the radar a bit. Let me see what else is on this Jai Apataya card. Thank you, Rocket. Let's take a look at this Jai Apataya card. There's no right now. The only line there is the main event. FanDuel. Justice Uni's on the card. Interesting fight. They'll probably have a book for that. Austin Akuso 8-0. Against Letty. There's some decent fights on this. I don't know Max McIntyre or Ben Mahoney is on the card. I'm not overly familiar with these guys. You got a bunch of undefeated guys on this. So hopefully they add some of this. I'm sure they'll add Justice Uni against Sean Pot Jeter. Am I saying that right? Hopefully they add that. I've seen Sean. I've seen this guy fight before. Who have I seen him fight? I've seen this fight. Maybe not. I think I have. Possibly not. I guess not. That name sounds really familiar. But that's all we got. That's all we got on this. I am super tired. I gotta get some sleep tonight, y'all. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, thoughts, any super chats, anything like that. Let me know now. Or forever hold your peace, because I am gonna wrap this up. I think this is not a whole lot to talk about. Let me pull this up. We go to 11. We got Caroline Dubois minus 2,400, Callum Simpson at minus 1,100. Probably, I would guess Martinez by decision. That would be my guess. Yeah, I would bet that. I mean, this is what we got. There's just nothing here. There's nothing until late January. You can take the over. You can do that. I would for sure take the over. Yeah, you can do that. I got the over on it. I just got the money line, unfortunately. Good odds. Minus 175 for Martinez by decision. That's not bad at all. Minus 175. That's not bad odds. So we covered this. We covered these three. We'll get to this. I'll do these. And we're just running out of. Look at DraftKings slacking. Look at just DraftKings. Just being lazy. Just a lazy DraftKings. See, they haven't even added these to the DraftKings yet. Let me see if I refresh it if they add it. Because they just added that. Yep, see? Look at that. Look at that. They live speed. There you go. Susumi and Martinez. Easy money there. Easy money there. And then Nakia, they haven't added that yet. DraftKings, look at this. FanDuel is absolutely eating your lunch, DraftKings. DraftKings, pick up your game. You're getting your lunch eaten by FanDuel. So I switch over to FanDuel. You don't bet. No, I only bet boxing these days. I'm not a huge UFC guy. That's why I had the homie on doing the UFC bets, but I don't bet UFC anymore. It says the over is minus 600. I might lay off that. That's not really worth the squeeze to me. I mean, there could be a knockout. Fernando Martinez can crack. Aoki's don't push over either. There could be a knockout in that fight. I wouldn't touch that. I'd lay off that. I would take one of the other bets. Like just getting Martinez on the money line is better. I would just take that. It's a better bet, and it's minus 310. I can't wait for MMA in January. I'm killing it with the mixed boxing parlay. That's good for you. That's good, Rocket. That's good. Yeah, there's a lot of MMA in January. Not an MMA guy. Not going to tell you how to bet on MMA. Not my thing. I'm tired, y'all. I'm finna wrap this up now. Yeah, I'm finna wrap this up. It's been live almost a half hour. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments. I'm gonna be live tomorrow. Not a whole lot's gonna change, but I'm gonna go live tomorrow. Rocket, Greg wants to know. I got Rebus over Dern on January 11th. How about you? Feel free to respond to him, Rocket, but I'm tired. I am dog tired. I'm going to go live again tomorrow. I'm going to come live to you guys every single day this upcoming week. So I appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, smash the like button on your way out. Join the Patreon if you have not already. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. Join the Patreon if you have not already. It's just $5 a month. The link is in the description. It's also pinned in the chat. And it's in the little ticker below. Join the Patreon now. All right, y'all. Appreciate everyone showing up. I will be live again tomorrow. I will let everyone know via Twitter and the Patreon what time, but it's usually around this time. Might be a little earlier, a little later. Who knows? Who knows? All right, y'all. It is what is it? Who knows what it is? It's December 29th, 2024, from Texas to the world. Thank you, and God bless.